Okay, I'm working on suspender buttons or bachelor buttons as they call them. I really like these Welch suspenders. They're, they got the leather ends. These are the cinch up model where you do have adjustment with a buckle. And what I like is the material is, it's got a stretch to it, but, not much. I mean, it's pretty stable. It isn't going to stretch out like a lot of other ones do. So I've been using them. I really like them. Somebody had sent me a set, and now I actually have, well, three of these and a couple other Welch models. But these are the heavy duty logger, and they are called cinch up, and they are available in regular length or tall, and I take the tall. All right, now the problem, nobody has buttons on, so you have to attach buttons. Now, originally I was using these Carhartt ones, and these are all right. And they've got a little C on the back, but they're plastic. And for some reason, there's a metal cover, and sometimes the cover will come off, but they still function. But that's too with my using that Maytag. It can be hard on stuff like that. These were good but for some reason, they're not available anymore. So then I was using these Bucksaw Logger. Okay, the problem with these are metal, but the tack that goes in, that you pound in to actually hold them on, is smooth. And it is possible for them to pull out. They don't really want to stay in there. I've lost several of them. So I wasn't happy with those. But now, Welch has started making their own buttons with a W on them. So you got metal with a plastic insert, and the spike on this tack has got ridges on it. So you pound them in there, they stay in there. They stay in as good as the Carhartt ones, but they're all metal. They're a superior button. The only thing, if you are really nutty, there is a logo on them, and if it's going to drive you crazy having the logo, turned the wrong way. But they, in theory, should stay put because they've got ridges on there and ridges on the spike. But they seem to be a good button. And they are available. See, I got these off eBay from a company called Belt Outlet. Yeah, they look good, so I bought a bunch of them. Come 8 to a pack. And I think what it is, they finally just had to decide to build their own, or have somebody build their particular button. And I see California's got a warning about them. I don't know how a button is going to cause you to die unless you eat it, but I suppose maybe, well, it says it could have lead in it. California is just weird. But they're easy to put on. I've got the buttons on a pile of them now. Now I have to go, and I always put that button right up here for the knife pocket. That those Scandinavian knives that will fit in, and they got a button clip on them. So I put a button on there. But as far as buttons go, if you can still find the old Carhartt ones, they work great. But I'm thinking these Welch are the way to go. The Welch suspenders are certainly the way to go. They have impressed me. The leather is heavy enough, it doesn't tear out. Just really well made suspender. I have found, I don't have them out here, but I have found a set of other ones, other buttons, kind of a generic type, but I tried to use them and I found that the metal part, right here was too thin, and it would actually, the button would cause the metal to bend, and then you would have a sharp edge on the inside. And I actually had one that the metal actually pulled out of it. The spike pulled out of the disc part. These seem to be a good all-around button. Evidently they looked at what was out there, what had been done before, and improved on it. I like them. Just thought I'd let you know. Um, I'm speaking of buttons. I'm kind of buttoning up this operation here on doing YouTube. YouTube is the only social media I'm on, and to me, it strikes me that now is a good time to get off of any social media. So, maybe if something like this comes up, I'll talk about it, but I'm gonna stay away from. I just think it's time to pull back off of all that kind of thing. Well, like I say, it's the only thing I'm involved in, but it's one of them where anything you do or say can be used against you in a court of law. As we get into this communist tendencies, really got to watch what you're saying and what you're putting out there. I think I'm safe with suspender buttons, but you never know. But that's why I had a couple of people say, "Oh, you haven't done a video for a while." That's why I haven't done a video for a while. I'm backing off on that. I'm in a position where I can back off, and it seems like this is a good time to do it. But if something does come up, like this sort of thing, I'll mention it if it can be of benefit to somebody. But social media is getting to be a risky place to be.